Spring break is here, and flyers are bracing for long security lines as the partial DHS shutdown drags into another busy travel weekend. Thousands of TSA officers are calling out of work, and it's expected to cost airlines millions of dollars a day, with this one heading in the same direction. Here to talk more about the high price of this shutdown is Taylor Riggs, co-host of The Big Money Show, a great show. Sometimes I get to sit in with you. And Taylor, nobody better to address. So let's talk about the economic impact of this.
Yeah, so for now, not a whole lot, because as you can see with the line so long, there's still a lot of demand there. Now, the longer this goes on, the more of the economic impact. I'm not thinking about just me being inconvenienced, but what about all the people who are going without paychecks? They still have to pay rent. They have to pay their bills. So I'm worried about their ability to make payments. And then, of course, when people at home start to think about spring break, Easter's in 2 weeks, looking at these long lines, are there going to be people like us who say, okay, you know what, with young kids, maybe I won't travel, I'll cancel my flights, I'll pull back. If you get enough people who do that, then that's a real economic impact of people pulling back and saying, I'm not going to travel. I'm canceling plans altogether.
You know, you raise a good point, because it's not just spring break. With Easter coming, now decisions have to be made, as the Senate doesn't appear to be any closer to breaking this logjam.
You know what's interesting is there's a group of airports, San Francisco International is one of them, who's involved in the SPP. Basically, it's falls under TSA in terms of those private contractors have to have the same standards, but it's sort of a public-private partnership. It's close to privatizing TSA that we haven't had in a while. My call is, let's privatize TSA. This is ridiculous, the fact that all of this can go unfunded and be held up by Democrats who don't want to get on board and fund DHS. So we've done analysis of you could do that. You could try to privatize. I mean, that's not a short-term solution. That's going to have to be a multi-year debate in Congress to figure that out. But people who are signed up for Clear, even pre-check, I've looked at lines at San Francisco Airport. They're moving because they've gone with private contractors and not relying solely on the government.
Okay, so you brought up the privatizing. We just, in the last headlines here minutes ago, we learned that Elon Musk is now offering, putting on the table, that he will pay the salaries of TSA employees. You can see it here. He says, I would like to offer to pay the salaries of TSA personnel during this funding impasse that is negatively affecting the lives of so many Americans at airports throughout the country. I got to tell you, Taylor, good on you, Elon Musk.
Yes.
If you have the wherewithal and means to do it, because these TSA agents, these men and women, are real humans. And a lot of them aren't calling out sick or quitting because they're angry. It's because they've got to make ends meet, and they've got to rush out and find a job where they're going to get a paycheck.
We've done so many statistics that right now you have, what, a quarter of households living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine if you're a TSA agent and you have families to feed and you're not getting paid and you're not able to put food on the table. You are having to call out to maybe work a second job. I love Elon Musk. He throws things out there. I'm not sure it would really stick. The funding does have to come from the government, but I love that he is pushing calls to get out there. The only other thing I will say is we heard from Delta a few weeks ago. They have said demand is through the roof. They said 8 out of their top 10 booking days have come in March alone, 5 of those being in the first week that the war in Iran started. So that's sort of a separate issue, but Delta is seeing demand across all different cabin types. So for now, it looks like demand is not going anywhere, which means for now, lines might stay long if you're, unfortunately, that TSA agent.
But just a final point, and that is we were just showing the call-out rates at airports across the country, in places like Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta Airport, or in Houston down there. 4 out of 10 are calling out. And so how long do flyers really want to be in those crazy lines we've seen?
If you have young kids, you're not willing to wait in line for a couple hours. So if they start calling out, we'll see the real impact on the economy if you start to see big cancellations. But for now, I'm hoping that within the next week or two, we can solve this issue. This is, in my opinion, unacceptable.
It's unacceptable, I think, to all of America. A message Washington should heed this weekend as the Senate's working. Taylor Riggs, co-host of The Big Money Show. Thanks for being here.
You got it. Thanks for having me.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.